Milagro Cinemas.
Milagro!
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
This is one of many events that we hope to have for our community here in this lobby. We can have celebrations, we can have gatherings, we can have ceremonies. This lobby is for the community. Every Monday, as my daughter said, I got to go to the movies with my dad. The only day I saw him is one day off. People say, my family says that I work hard. Well, I'm still trying to live up to the example of my father, who never stopped working. So this was my connection to family, and everyone in the neighborhood would go to the movies after church, and our friends would go on Friday nights or Saturday, and everyone enjoyed the movies. And so this is our commitment, that we want you to have memories of being with family and enjoying yourselves and having these sweet memories all your life.
In Avenida Studios, they just launched their streaming platform, A+, which has English language Latino stories. So, I mean, given that you've acquired this and it's taken so long to get here, what are your programming goals and why is this so urgent right now in 2024?
Let me say that my goal is to be a cultural center for the city of Norwalk and the southeast Los Angeles County area and the nearby Orange County area. And my goal is to show first-run movies that people love and have a great time, and also to support new Latino voices, filmmakers who have a theatrical film that they want to put into theaters, and independent movies. So we're going to be catering and supporting independent filmmakers, Latino filmmakers, and showing first-run movies that people love and want to see.
Great, and we're about 9 months after the ratification of the contracts from WGA and SAG-AFTRA, and so generally the studios and executives conflate a lot of Latino stories and identities, and they loop them all into one, kind of thing. And so they're scrambling to decipher how we are going in this new stage of the industry. So I'm curious, based on your perspective as an empresario, as a producer, as somebody that has managed and exhibited and distributed films, even with Maya Cinemas, what are they not getting right? Are you satisfied with where the industry is going, and where does Milagro Cinemas fall in the middle of that?
Milagro Cinemas is here to support Latino voices, and that's been missing. So Hollywood is still missing the boat. They're not recognizing that we represent 25% of their income, and yet we're only 19% of the population. So Hollywood needs to wake up that in order for them to succeed, for them to prosper and continue to grow, it doesn't matter in what format, whether it's streaming or theaters or television or whatever it might be, they need to include our community. And I'm here to hold up a mirror by showing them that there is Latino talent that manages to get movies made, and we're here to support them and to show those movies that are theatrical and merit the support of our community.
That's a great segue. I mean, given the advent of the pandemic and streaming platforms, theaters are actually struggling right now. So, I mean, how do you find that Milagro Cinemas and Maya Cinemas is, how does it unique and how does it stand out compared to its competitors?
It's a false narrative to say that streaming is somehow affecting theatrical. Streaming competes with HBO, with NBC, CBS. It competes with home entertainment. It doesn't compete with what you do out of the home. Movie theaters compete with what you do out of the home, with dining, with going to the park, going to the beach, going to a baseball game. Those are choices that people make out of the home. So I don't see a competition. I don't see that there is a an issue with that. The issue is that we're not included in Hollywood. That's the issue. It doesn't matter in what format.
Thank you. Just one more question. So how long did it take for you to acquire this and make your own personal touches, especially with, Mexican muralism is so important to our community. So how long did it take for you to acquire it and then, the time between
It's
acquiring
been
and
a
opening it?
2 year process. It's been a 2 year journey from when I decided I can do something in Norwalk to today.
So please tell me how such an enterprise like this is so important to the community of Norwalk.
So in the city of Norwalk, we're a very diverse, growing community, but we have a very healthy Latino and Hispanic Mexican population. And so to offer an entertainment opportunity specific to those families that draw Latino cinematography to celebrate that is amazing in the city of Norwalk, and it's a niche that we did not have, and now we have it here in the city of Norwalk to offer it to all of our families of Latino. It offers Latino culture, it offers Latino history. It really brings us together. Movies bring a community together, and that's what we expect to happen with our Latino, Mexican, and Hispanic population here in the city of Norwalk, the Milagro Cinemas.
Thank you. And so actually the percentage in the yes, the percentage of Latinos in Hollywood is actually very comparable to the percentage of Latinos in politics. So, I mean, I'm curious for you, when was the first time you saw yourself represented, not only in the media, but also in politics?
So I ran for the city council in 2017, and I was actually the first Latina to be voted into the city council since 1992. So that was a considerable amount of time where there was no Latino representation on the Norwalk City Council, which was very needed because there is a very healthy population of Latinos here, Hispanic Mexican population in the city of Norwalk, and it really helps when you have representation that looks like you, that talks like you, that embraces culture and seeks entertainment value. As you know, Latinos, I mean, we're consumers nationwide, beyond Norwalk, but just in Norwalk alone, the fact that we are big consumers as Latinos represents significant value, not just for entertainment but for overall. As I said, having a Latino or Latina represent my community here in the city of Norwalk, I'm super proud and very excited to do that. And Milagro Cinemas offers me just that one more opportunity to be the face of my community through Latino representation and Milagro Cinemas. So me giving that back to our community here in the city of Norwalk to be that representation for our Latinos and beyond. I'm very honored to do that. I'm very excited to be able to do that, to give back that way. It's been just so amazing.
Mr. Esparza said that, this has been 2 years in the making. So please describe, how you got to know him, whether you saw him on your own TV, or at least behind the camera, heard about him in the news, and how you began to form that relationship to bring this theater into fruition.
That's a very exciting story for me to share because he actually took the initiative to reach out to me. As mayor of the city of Norwalk, he made a point, which is a very smart move on his part, to reach out to the local elected leaders. And so, as mayor, he reached out to me. He talked to me about his vision for Milagro Cinemas, why he was choosing to come to Norwalk. And he also shared that he was big on giving back to the community. And I think that's really what sold me. Is we talked business, but what we talked about first was connecting our community to Milagro Cinemas. And he was very open and transparent about I have a vision for giving back, for establishing more, giving back more to our youth, our seniors, our families, everyone in the community. So that's really what sold me was that his introduction to me was I'm here, but I want to give back to our community. And so once we established that, the rest was a piece of cake. I mean, it was just easy to then welcome him as another business member in the city of Norwalk, but not just a business member, a collaborator, a contributor, someone who really is willing to make a difference in the city of Norwalk through their impact.